Boris Johnson is just about to reach at the Rashtrapati Bhavan for the ceremonial welcome that will be accorded to him. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also reached there. All of the dignitaries are present for the ceremonial guard of honour that will happen now to welcome UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. You see Rashtrapati Bhavan all decked up early this morning. He has a packed day 2 ahead of him. The most important meeting will be with that of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That's going to be happening in a few hours from now. But you can see that all the dignitaries have arrived. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also arrived just a few moments ago. They are awaiting now the arrival of UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson as well. Very, very crucial 2-day visit. This day 1 was in Gujarat. Late last night, the UK Prime Minister touched down in the national capital. Now, soon after the ceremonial welcome that will be accorded to the UK Prime Minister, right there as you see at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, where all dignitaries have arrived, you will be seeing, you'll have the UK Prime Minister then visiting Rajghat, and from there he's going to be heading to meet with the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, who's also there at the Rashtrapati Bhavan currently. After that will be the much talked about meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the UK Prime Minister. A number of events that are lined up, but extremely significant for India and the United Kingdom, this particular visit. It's the first one by Boris Johnson since he became the Prime Minister to India. And remember, he started off his leg of the trip by visiting Gujarat on day 1. So this particular guard of honour is usually accorded to every foreign dignitary who visits India. And at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, it's expected that Boris Johnson will reach any time now, and he will in fact be visiting after this Rajghat, and then there will be those crucial bilaterals that will be happening. As far as the big takeaways of this meeting are concerned, there's going to be a lot of focus on what kind of trade deals, what kind of new tie-ups and cooperation emerges between the two countries, between India and the United Kingdom. And beyond that, the biggest focus will be on the Russia-Ukraine war. The timing of this particular visit by the UK Prime Minister is very, very crucial, because it's happening at a time when we're seeing that conflict in Ukraine. India has been resolute as far as its diplomatic stand is concerned. Let's cut across live. It looks like the UK Prime Minister has arrived. Narendra Modi there, who's just gotten up, as is the protocol. He's out there ready, in fact, to greet the dignitaries who arrive now. You see that several ministers have also reached. All right, that looks like President Ramnath Kovind has also arrived now, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is there to felicitate, to welcome the President as well. So this is the usual protocol, the process that's followed, where the Prime Minister arrives first, followed by which you will have President Ramnath Kovind and then UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. All right, there you have it. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has reached. The first big photo op between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the UK Prime Minister. The ceremonial guard of honour will be accorded to the UK Prime Minister. Now, this is the first meeting between the two leaders while Boris Johnson has been in India. Yesterday, his first day of the visit was in Gujarat. Today, he is here in the national capital. Of course, there is going to be a formal official meet between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the UK Prime Minister in a few moments from now. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi heading there, greeting the UK Prime Minister, welcoming him to India, and now there will be the ceremonial guard of honour. Let's cut across live to what's happening. headers. So the ceremonial welcome that's underway right now at the Rashtrapati Bhavan for UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. After this guard of honour, you will see the UK Prime Minister heading to Rajghat, and after that will be the official meetings with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar as well as Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Let's cut across live to the proceedings. Will be introduced to all the dignitaries also who are present there. There you have it, that handshake again between the UK Prime Minister and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, doing the brief introductions to all of the Indian dignitaries who are present there, including the likes of External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, who you just saw there briefly in that handshake with the UK Prime Minister. You also have a UK delegation that's present there, and there you have it, the UK Prime Minister introducing Prime Minister Narendra Modi to his team, to his delegation as well. These, of course, are important protocols that are followed every time a foreign dignitary visits the country. You had Prime Minister Modi introducing the UK Prime Minister to several cabinet ministers who were present there for this welcome ceremony for the Guard of Honour. And there you have Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
Well, hello, good morning everybody. I just want to say what a pleasure it is to be here in Delhi this morning with my friend Prime Minister Modi, and thank you for the fantastic welcome that you've given us, Narendra. This is, I think, a very auspicious moment in a relationship and a friendship between two democracies, the world's largest democracy in India, the UK, one of the world's oldest democracies, and I don't think that things have ever been as strong or as good between us as they are now. So thank you for the wonderful reception that you've given us. And it was amazing. I want to say particularly to the people of Gujarat. We had, I mean, they put on a most fantastic welcome for us yesterday, Narendra. It was absolutely extraordinary. I've never seen such a joyful reception. I wouldn't get that necessarily everywhere in the world, but it was absolutely fantastic to come and see your own home state for the first time. So thank you all very much. Thank you.
A message there from the UK Prime Minister, speaking to the media, thanking for the great reception that he received in Gujarat. A warm message really to the nation from Boris Johnson, saying that I don't think I've ever received that kind of a welcome anywhere. And speaking about how the people of Gujarat ensured that it was a grand welcome, a show of colour and tradition when he touched down in Ahmedabad yesterday. And that's what the UK Prime Minister made a mention of. Very interesting also that he said that India and UK have never had greater relations than currently. And you have there the photo op between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Interestingly, Prime Minister Johnson in his tweet this morning also referred to Prime Minister Modi as his friend, saying, "I'm looking forward to meet my friend Narendra Modi." And that was clear in that conversation that we also witnessed with Prime Minister Modi at his side. The UK Prime Minister thanking him for the reception in Gujarat and saying that, I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not sure if I'd get that kind of a welcome anywhere else as well. So a great message of warmth that came across from the UK Prime Minister, and essentially setting the tone, setting the stage for what we're going to be seeing in a few hours from now. You've seen that photo op of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the UK Prime Minister. It gives you essentially a glimpse of what kind of relations, personal relations that we're talking about between the two leaders. And now, in a few hours from now, they're going to be sitting down, they're going to be talking business with the trade, with on the agenda also the Russia-Ukraine war, all of that coming up. So the grand welcome there at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the ceremonial welcome for UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has ended, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi also seeing him off there. From here, the UK Prime Minister is going to be heading very close, just about a few meters away to Rajghat to pay his tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. Remember, yesterday he visited the Sabarmati Ashram as well. And now we're expecting that in a few moments from now, the UK Prime Minister will be making his way to Rajghat. The ceremonial welcome has ended. There was a brief interaction with the media as well, which we're going to play out for you in just a few moments from now, where Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister, spoke about essentially how he believes that India and the United Kingdom have never had greater ties than they do currently. And that clearly is the vision that he sees for India and UK for cooperation in different sectors. All of that is going to be discussed in a few hours from now between the UK Prime Minister and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But look at really the body language and the optics between the two leaders. Even in the UK Prime Minister's speech, he made it a point to speak about Prime Minister Modi's home state of Gujarat, the kind of welcome that was accorded to him. And in his tweet earlier today, he spoke about his meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, referring to him as his friend Prime Minister Modi. And that tells you really how these two leaders and the kind of relations they have will permeate through to what India-UK relations also are. But as I mentioned, when it comes down to the business aspect of this particular tour, of this particular visit, the UK Prime Minister is going to, of course, be no doubt making a mention of the Russia-Ukraine war. There's going to be a renewed focus on what's happening with regards to the timing and India's diplomatic stand. But what's very clear, with India also making it very clear as to exactly what our stand is on the war, the United Kingdom isn't going to try to exert any sort of pressure. And that's very clear with the fact that many other countries who have tried to do so have got across a very clear-cut message from India. Let's listen in to exactly what the UK Prime Minister said just a few moments ago.
What a pleasure it is to be here in Delhi this morning with my friend Prime Minister Modi, and thank you for the fantastic welcome that you've given us, Narendra. This is, I think, a very auspicious moment in a relationship and a friendship between two democracies, the world's largest democracy in India, the UK, one of the world's oldest democracies, and I don't think that things have ever been as strong or as good between us as they are now. So thank you for the wonderful reception that you've given us. It was amazing. I want to say particularly to the people of Gujarat. We had, I mean, they put on a most fantastic welcome for us yesterday, Narendra. It was absolutely extraordinary. I've never seen such a a joyful reception. I wouldn't get that necessarily everywhere in the world, but it was absolutely fantastic to come and see your own home state for the first time. So thank you all very much.
So the UK Prime Minister there jokingly saying he's not sure if he'll get that kind of a grand welcome reception everywhere in the world. We're going to continue getting you all the live updates on day 2 of Boris Johnson's visit to India. I'm slipping